Yes. Haha, Kingdom of Boxing, man. Back with another one. So, this time we're going with a Dillan Whyte versus Oscar Rivas prediction video. But before I give you my prediction, first I'm going to get into their resumes. Then I'm going to touch upon their sizes, etc. Then I'm going to touch upon the styles. And then I'm going to touch upon the last three opponents, and then I'm going to give you my prediction. So if you're looking for the prediction, I might leave a timestamp in there somewhere. If not, you have to find it somewhere. So firstly, let me start with Dillan, the body snatcher Whyte. We know he's from Brixton, the UK. He's had 25 wins out of 26 fights, 18 of them by knockout. He's had one defeat, that was to Anthony Joshua. And his KO power is around 70%. He's also 31 years old. He's been pro for 8 years. He's an orthodox boxer who stands at around 6'3" to 6'4", with a 78 reach. Then we've got Oscar Kaboom Rivas, who's from Colombia. He's undefeated with 26 wins, 0 losses, 18 of them by knockout also. He's also got 70% power like Dillan Whyte. He's also 31 years old like Dillan Whyte. He's been pro for 2 years longer, so he's been pro for 10 years. He's also an orthodox boxer. He stands at 6 foot exact with a 76-inch reach. So what can I take away from here? What we can take away is it's a really even matchup. They're both 31 years old. They're both orthodox boxers. They both got around 70% KO. They both had 26 fights. They both had 18 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is Dillan Whyte's 6'3" to 6'4". Oscar Rivas is only 6 foot. And Dillan also has like a 2-inch reach advantage as well, on top of the height. So Dillan Whyte is the bigger man. So that's it. Dillan Whyte's the bigger man, but Oscar Rivas is probably for less better opposition as well. Let me get into the last three opponents, man. Dillan Whyte's last three opponents was Lucas Brown, who was 25-0 at the time, and Dillan Whyte KO'd him in round 6. Then he fought Joseph Parker, who was 24-1 at the time. That was a 12-round unanimous decision win for Dillan Whyte as well. And then after that, he fought Del Boy, the rematch. Chisora, who was 29-8 at the time, and knocked him out in round 11. So he's got some good 3 wins there, to be honest with you. Undefeated Dillan, Lucas Brown, then Joseph Parker, who only lost to Anthony Joshua and took him the distance, and then Derek Chisora, who we know is a solid fighter. And Oscar Rivas' last 3 opponents, I'm not too sure about Harvey Hubox, who was 29-2, that was a unanimous decision, and Fabio Modella, who was 26-0 at the time, that was a unanimous decision win also, like the first one. As we know, he's the undefeated. Then he beat Brian Jennings in his last fight, who was 24-2 at the time, and that was a 12th round TKO win for him. So from here, what we can take is that Dillan Whyte has had more stoppages recently. He's had the 6th round KO and then the 11th round KO. Oscar Rivas only stopped Brian Jennings. The other 2 went to unanimous decision. So his power's not been carrying up recently, or as he's been stepping up in competition, he's not been knocking them out. So I'm not too sure. Also, we can tell that Dillan Whyte's been fighting the better competition, but Brian Jennings ain't no joke. He's a decent fighter. He's a decent win on his resume. So let me start now with his styles, innit? First, I'm going to say Dillan Whyte. He's a boxer-puncher fighter. He's a boxer-puncher, brawler fighter sort of type of fighter, if you want to know what I'm saying. Who actually prefers to box in the middle of the ring or on the back foot. Believe it or not, that he actually prefers to box in the middle of the ring or on the back foot. He's not great coming forward. Just like Hatman said. I've seen Hatman said Dillan Whyte struggled with Robert Helenius. Why was that? Because Robert Helenius was making him chase him. Dillan Whyte had to fight on the front foot and try to catch him, hunt him down. And that's not Dillan Whyte's favourite game. That's not what he's best at doing. So that's why he didn't have as much success as he should have. He didn't even stop Robert Helenius. Did he? Well, Oscar Rivas is also an boxer, puncher. He's got a big right hand. He's also a counter puncher. He's got a great body work as well. And he likes to box on the front foot. He likes to go forward, trap you on the ropes and beat you up on the ropes. So you can say that this fight's probably Dillan Whyte's probably picked this fight because, if you ask me, Oscar Rivas' style is kind of tailor-made for Dillan Whyte. But then again, Dillan Whyte's style is tailor-made for Oscar Rivas. So this makes for a really good fight. They're both solid fighters, both got power, both top fighters, elite fighters in my opinion. Really are. Both like top 6 fighters, 6 heavyweights or top 8. Oscar Rivas is probably top 8. We do Dillan Whyte's like top 4, top 5. So yeah, that's how it's going to be. Dillan Whyte's going to want to try and keep it in the middle of the ring, trying to keep it long with the jab. Oscar Rivas is going to be trying to come in, land that big overhand right. Let's talk about the strengths and weaknesses, or etc., something like that. Let's start with power. Power, who would I give the power to? I'll probably give power 50-50. Why? Because Dillan Whyte's got a bad boy left hook, and Oscar Rivas has got a bad boy right hand. Oscar Rivas got power in the right, and Dillan Whyte's got power in the left. So I'll give that 50-50. Speed, I'll give that to... Maybe I'll give that to Oscar Rivas. I think he's slightly faster maybe. Stamina, I'm going to give that to Dillan Whyte. I feel like Oscar Rivas slows after 4 rounds really quick. Who's a stronger fighter? I think Dillan Whyte's a stronger fighter. I think he's much bigger as well. He's obviously a bigger fighter, so I'm going to give him the... I think he's stronger as well. But Oscar Rivas is no slouch. If you've seen him, he's ripped as well. He looks kind of big, but he's not as big as Dillan Whyte. Heart, I don't know, because I don't know how Oscar Rivas' heart is. I haven't seen him in a war, in a dog war yet. I know Dillan Whyte's got heart. Chin, I don't know who's got the better chin, because I haven't seen Oscar Rivas really tested on his chin like that. So I'm not sure about that. Skills, I reckon Dillan Whyte's got the better skills, and I reckon Dillan Whyte's got the better defense, and I reckon Dillan Whyte's got the better jab. So that's what I'm saying on that part of it. And let me just get straight into my prediction, man. I'm going to have to pick Dillan Whyte for this one. I'm going to pick Dillan Whyte win on a 12-round unanimous decision, a close one. I feel like he's just going to outbox him slightly. I think both fights are going to have success to the body, success to the head. I think both guys are going to have their time to do what they want to do. I feel like Dillan Whyte will outbox him. After, I think the first 4 rounds will be close, and after that Dillan Whyte's going to overtake the fight and control it from round 4 and round 5, round 6 on. He's going to control the rest of the fight and outbox Oscar Rivas and have more success than he did prior to the first 4 rounds. When Oscar Rivas is really sharp and fast, and after the 4 rounds he's going to slow down. It'll be more easier to hit. So what I want to see Dillan Whyte do is keep this long, box him, keep him on the end of the jab, 1-2s. If he wants to come in, hit him with a dirty left hook that you've got, and knock his lights out, fam. That's what I'm saying. I'm going with Dillan Whyte with this one. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say, man. Dillan Whyte all the way. 12-round unanimous decision. That's what Kingdom of Boxing saying, man. Shouts out to everybody locked in. Shouts out everybody who made it to the end of the video. Shouts out to all my Nottingham Tug. Shouts out to all my UK Donnies. Shouts out to everybody, fam. Kingdom of Boxing, I'm gone. Peace. Yes.
to make that weight flip.